Hi everyone, Tony from Mac the Movies here, and today I'm joined by my best friend.
Hey Tony.
Some call me Johnny. Hello, Johnny.
Thanks for bringing me here, Tony. I appreciate it.
Well, I mean, you drove yourself here.
I Ubered actually. My brother has.
Oh, okay, okay. Thanks for joining me in the freezing cold Screenwave basement because I don't. Oh, the key is in the thermostat.
Yeah.
My bad. I thought I didn't have a key for a thermostat, but now that I'm looking at the thermostat, there's just a key right in there.
Yeah, it's like I don't. Well, since we're already here,
well, we were already
bear with it a little longer.
We already recorded. Yeah, so
whatever.
Anyway, we're gonna play my favorite game, Syphon Filter, and I'm sure it's your favorite game, right?
Yeah, it's my. I think I may have played this once or twice when I was looking for something else to play. I don't know. Maybe it was in between Metal Gear Solids. I'm not sure. Actually, I've never played this game before. I've only seen it a couple of times.
You people with the Metal Gear.
And I often confused it with not Syphon Filter. Yeah, I often confused with Syphon Filter. I often confused it with Splinter Cell too, because for a while I was like, oh, it's like I think it was like the first Splinter Cell game. I was like, oh no, it's an entirely different game.
This is the first time Splinter Cell's been brought up in the show. Everyone brings up Metal Gear.
Yeah,
because that's my gripe. Look, I'm sure Metal Gear's a fine game.
It is.
But like, I really like this game. And Metal Gear fans, for over 20 years, has been really grinding my gears like, well, it's not as good as Metal Gear. So I'm excited for you to see this game. As with all the previous people, it changed their lives. They all make Syphon Filter content. I assumed by the time the episodes come out, they're all doing Syphon Filter content. So your channel will be called Some Call Me Filter. Syphon Call Me Filter. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't wait for Johnny versus...
So the branding's going to be a little weird on that one.
I took the liberty of writing your Johnny versus Syphon Filter episode.
Oh,
Here it is. It's hey guys, Johnny's here. Syphon Filter is the greatest game ever made. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. I think that'll be a good video, right?
The video is also brought to you by Raycon.
So we're going to do a level called Base Bunker. So at this point in the story, we're hunting down terrorist Romer, who's created something called the Syphon Filter virus. He's in collaboration with a pharmaceutical guy called Fagin. Guess what his evil pharmaceutical company's called? Farcom. Yeah, they really...
Okay.
They really... So Romer has a base with missiles. I've broken into the base. Now I'm in the bunker, and I gotta, like, tag all these missiles.
It's like a bunch of evil apothecaries. And,
yes.
Like their company is literally called like Medicine, like S-I-N at the end of it.
And I work for the agency.
Okay.
Not the Central Intelligence Agency.
So just the agency.
Just the agency. Even though the office for the agency where my boss is, you just see the Capitol building right across the street. So I assume
you just couldn't make it. You got the B+ in the agency test. Like, we'll put you in the agency. You're a secret agent for the agency.
I've been to DC. I don't know of an office building that's directly in front of the Capitol building that you see. Anyway, Base Bunker. Okay. So the previous level was a stealth one, but it was an optional stealth one.
Does this game like give you the option? Is it like,
not all of them. So there's like straight up action levels, which this one is. Then there's straight up stealth levels or stealth sections of levels. But the previous one was kind of cool. I just dropped something. The previous one...
that wasn't important.
No, it wasn't. The previous one was kind of cool because it was like you have the option to be stealthy, but if you get caught, the level doesn't end. It just gets super hard.
Okay.
But some levels end right away. But this one is all out. There's a little bit of a puzzle aspect to this.
Laser sights.
Oh, those aren't laser sights. Those are straight up lasers.
Straight up death lasers. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
And I'm in my snow gear because we're in Russia. Okay. Ready? So there's auto targeting and manual targeting.
So you can aim for like an FPS mode. That's actually really good for accuracy.
Yeah, you can't move though.
Yeah. Well, besides the reticle.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm assuming the reticle doesn't like fight you when you're trying to aim it, because I always think it's really weird, and this is kind of a weird pull. I apologize for it, but like Star Fox Adventures, had like you can aim your magical staff to shoot things from afar. Okay. But like the reticle likes to snap back to the center.
Oh no! This one's actually pretty good.
So it's actually a good aiming reticle. Yeah. That's good.
And it lets you know when there's a headshot.
Well, that's good to see too.
Yeah.
Just for a nice validation.
Yeah.
Like, I hope I got him in the head.
It is really, I'm not gonna lie, it's really satisfying. Yeah. You headshot and it's like, yeah, I know. Thank you for letting me know.
Thank you very much. Have you ever like gotten a headshot from like 5,000 miles away?
You do get a sniper rifle. You can get a pretty far.
With like a regular pistol.
Yeah. There are some characters that are like behind windows, and I did it the other day when I was practicing, but I used to do it as a kid. I used to know just where they were going to be.
Right.
And I'd be able to headshot them through the window without even getting, like...
They're badass.
Yeah, that's how much I played this game. So now, what were you playing in 1999?
1999?
Yeah.
Oh,
you should have been playing this, but,
I wasn't playing this.
Mr. Super Cool Johnny's not playing the greatest game ever. What other games were you playing?
1999, I was all about, it was RPGs, actually. Because I was really big into, I'm still really big into Final Fantasy and all that. In 1999 to 2000, it was all about Final Fantasy 9.
Okay.
I want to say that's about it, because my Crash Bandicoot phase kind of ended in 90.
I just died. I died.
I'm tired now.
Yeah. Well, you said Crash Bandicoot, and I got real excited. Yeah. And I died. Join us next time for Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped and Friends.
Yeah.
No, I was playing the Crash Bandicoots too. I didn't really play a lot of RPGs. I played a bunch of Final Fantasy VII. I borrowed it from a friend.
Right.
But I wasn't really into it. It was one of those like, well, I borrowed this. It's like when you rented a movie back in the day. It's like, well, this movie sucks, but I rented it for the weekend.
Whatever. I already spent the money.
I guess I should watch it I guess I should watch Deep Blue Sea 4 times.
Oh God, Deep Blue Sea.
I guess I should watch John Leguizamo's The Pest a fifth time.
Most cinephiles start it with like Jaws and all that. And I have the displeasure of saying, my first shark movie was Deep Blue Sea. Also, I'll go to the first Sam Jackson films I can collectively remember in my childhood.
Really? Before Jurassic Park?
I
guess
no,
people don't...
I forgot Sam Jackson was even... Because I saw Jurassic Park in the theaters. I did. I was really young when it was a thing. But I don't remember Sam Jackson's role in it at all.
That's before it was like a Sam Jackson movie. That was just a movie that Sam Jackson was in.
Yeah, and Newman from Seinfeld. Yeah.
Which, I don't know if you saw on the wall, we mounted our Dilophosaurus head from the AVGN Trespasser episode. Because I put a hole in the wall on accident and almost burnt down the building.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah.
So this almost started off as fire.
So we moved everything around. And now the hole was exposed, and we're like, oh, let's mount up the dinosaur head we bought for that one episode.
Tell no one. I never actually seen it in action, because I was on the ride over here, I was looking up for like the first time.
Yeah.
Also, when you sent me the previous episode with Mike Matei, that was like literally the first time I ever seen the game in action. And I think that's like the kind of catches me off guard. This is 1999, right?
Yeah.
The frame rate, like comparatively speaking to other games in the PS1 era, is pretty low. It's almost like Ocarina of Time as I think it's like 20 frames per second.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and it's so weird because late PS1, I would think games would run at least a consistent 30, but this game runs like at a lower than normal frame rate. But like the animations are pretty good for the time.
Yeah. There's a lot of detail in these games too.
Yeah, the texture work is pretty good.
There's like interactive environments and stuff.
Yeah. Although I remember you were in a previous level earlier, and I think you had like some sort of like backpack on, but it wasn't like an actual 3D model. It's just a texture in your.
Oh no, that's just his flak jacket. It just looks like a backpack.
Okay, I just was it's like I got my backpack. No, you just spray painted your backpack.
Yeah. And this is my favorite 90s game thing, where it's just, I have all my weapons on me, no matter how big they are.
Yeah, as it should be, honestly.
It's like Tomb Raider. She has that little backpack, and it's like,
Evil.
You fit a rocket pack in there. Okay, that's cool.
Sure, whatever. You're an agent. It doesn't. It's one of the secret agency perks. Literal access to like an endless barrel of like hyperdimension weapons and all that sort of thing.
I still have like a lot of anxiety.
Also making a lot of assumptions. Like if I shoot the panel, I'm pretty sure the lasers will deactivate, or they can stay up and you no longer have a means to get past them.
Yeah. But yeah, this alarm still gives me anxiety to this day. Just because the previous level, when you would screw up, that alarm goes off and you're like, no! And like 100 guys come out.
So this level is pretty much a follow-up of the last one. Where now it's all systems red. They know you're here. But the level's designed around that because they're expecting you to be like shooting everything, as opposed to last time where it was punishment for not sneaking around.
Yeah.
Okay. Which I find a little weird because, the previous level, from what you told me, you're encouraged to sneak around, and you get caught, and you're punished by everyone trying to kill you at once, and it's really difficult from what you said.
Yeah.
But the next level after that is like, okay, now you have to kill everything, and it's easier than the killing section from last time as a punishment. It's very weird.
It's weird. Because like earlier in the game, it starts off straight action, And then I think level 6 is when they start working in the stealth thing, and it's a total change of pace.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when I was a kid, I just went in guns blazing, and it kept, like, it kept restarting the mission. I'm like, oh, wait, I gotta, like, not blow up everything? I'm like, oh, because I just blew up a lot of things.
Was Syphon Filter labeled as a stealth game?
I don't think so.
Was it? Okay.
I had the case there.
Oh, yeah. Let's take a look at it.
We also have the walkthrough that my fan Scott Altman sent me a long time ago.
989 Studios. I'm depressed now.
989 Studios.
I thought I was going to say it's in the game. I was like, that's EA idiot.
It sounds like the same voice, though. What was it? I wish I still had a picture. I walked past a license plate a while back that had 989 on it.
Okay.
And I every time I see that number, the logo just plays in my head.
You just immediately associate it with it.
Yeah, I'm just like, 989 Studios.
Directive, eliminate the Syphon Filter virus. And it's like a target reticle, so you're going to literally shoot the virus.
Yeah, that's what
It's airborne. I got this, fam.
All right, I was already there. What was I going to say? All right, so were you a PlayStation or Nintendo 64 kid?
PlayStation. I would not own an N64 until like 2003.
Okay, so you're kind of like in my camp there. Yeah. Unless you're one of those whole kids that had both.
Like both?
And no. it's like, what are you doing, dude?
Obviously, your parents are very rich, and I'm proud of them.
Yeah.
But it's like...
or you just like didn't shut up until they bought it for
you.
Anyway, if you're not, one of my best friend is that guy. He has like every console. And I'm like, wait, what? You have more than one? He's like, yeah, sometimes I like playing. I'm like, you're an asshole.
Yeah, either Team N64 or Team PlayStation growing up, or you're the rare exception like my friend Russ, who grew up with a Saturn.
Oh, okay,
had neither a PS1 or N64. Yeah, it was more like, my family was like, one or the other, can't have both. Let's get PlayStation 1. And we got the PlayStation around 1996 at the expense of my Super Nintendo and games because my father traded it in without really telling me. And I was peeved for a bit, but then like we got Crash Bandicoot, and I ended up loving that game so much.
Crash Bandicoot is great.
Yeah, and then the rest is pretty much history. I've been pretty much Team PlayStation since.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any loyalty to any of them, but like it's just... all my friends had Nintendo 64. Yeah. Every single one of them had Nintendo 64. So I was like, let me just get PlayStation. Like, if I want to play N64, I can go to my cousin's or go to my friend's house, but...
I didn't see much incentive to get N64 back in the day. With one or two, like, games, like, Smash Brothers probably being the biggest example, because I was legitimately excited for that. And, I wouldn't be able to play it, like, legitimately until, like, 2003. Otherwise, I'd have to go to my cousin's house once every year.
Also, the Nintendo controller sucks.
The N64 controller, is not very good.
I can't go through an episode without showing you this. Oh wait, there's two guys. This might complicate it. Hold on.
Okay. It's just a dramatic dodge roll. Is the dodge rolling necessary? Yeah. Oh, the air taser. I'm pretty sure it's non-lethal. Just brush the smoke away.
No, it's lethal.
It's lethal? Okay.
Oh, yeah. Hold on, let me... Oh. Ready? Hold it down.
Well, he's smoking. Oh my God, he's so fucking...
Everyone has that same reaction.
I don't think that's very ethical. Just sprinkle a little cocaine on the body, though. You'll be fine. Just brush it off on the court of law.
It's a very good Dave Chappelle reference there.
Just, oh my God.
I know. So apparently, the people who worked on this, some of the team did that game Days Gone that's out now.
Days Gone. I completely forgot about that game.
Have you played it?
No, not at all. I had no interest in it.
Well, I had no interest either until someone told me the Syphon Filter connection.
Oh, okay.
And apparently, there's like a secret weapon if you beat the game, or there's something you have to do. And like a bunch of fans sent it to me. This the same video. You can get a taser in that game, and you can light zombies on fire with the taser, and it's a callback to this.
Like same. I would hope for like same animations and everything. Like you literally.
Yeah. Well, there's zombies, so they're little. But I saw it
become like a 32-bit model.
Yeah, I saw it, and I was like, wow, I really need to play that game now that I had no. And then someone said it might be in the same universe, but I don't even know what the Syphon Filter universe is like. I jumped off after like. The fourth one was kind of upsetting. It was bad. It was just too different.
Oh, was it them trying to bank on the success of another series at that time?
I think it was just the jump to PS2. Like, the third one was too much of the same. And then the one after that, they're like, all right, well, let's make it different. And then it was just like too different, and it kind of sucked.
Well, you told me like when the series continued and it had PSP entries that
apparently
were later.
The PSP ones are good, but I never like bothered to check them because I wasn't too into the PS2 one. I just assumed it got bad. So now I kind of want to go back and play the rest of them. Syphon Filter 2 is really good. There's a lot of people that like have played 2 and they think it's 1. Like when I was posting about this, they're like, oh, is that the one where you like throw the guy in the helicopter blades? I'm like, no, that's 2. And they're like, oh, is that the one where you're like in the prison? I'm like, no, that's 2. Oh, it was really good in the multiplayer as the bag lady. I'm like, no, that's 2. There's no multiplayer in the first one.
So would you say like 2 is pretty much an improvement in every way?
Yes, but I don't find it as fun because this one has like the level skip. You can just go to any level you want. If you want to replay a level, which I did a lot, I replayed like a lot of the levels I used to love. That's fun, and this has also got the infinite weapon cheat.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah,
you
just want to go God mode.
So if you want to get the grenade launcher and just go nuts, you can. All right, so we're gonna get this secret room here.
Like in Resident Evil, you have to like beat the game in like 3 hours using no save and first aid sprays, and Syphon's was like, yeah, just put a code in, whatever.
Here's one. This took me years to figure out. I think it's in the book. Is it in the book?
Wait, we have the Preba game.
Yeah, we have the book here.
Like very old school way of going about this.
Yes, the book makes sure tells us not to blow up the computer.
Don't let it get caught in any friendly fire.
Yeah, because then you can go into here and get a bunch of weapons.
Okay, so this is just optional. This is like for goodies and all that sort of stuff?
Yeah, this is optional. We're about to beat this level.
All right. Because I thought it was like, it's going to be one of those games where it's like, don't blow up the computer, otherwise you can't beat the level.
No, it's not like, what is that? GoldenEye does that, right?
Really? Oh, I never played, again, GoldenEye was N64, and now that was, I was way
well,
late
see,
to the
like,
game.
so I didn't own the N64, like I said, everyone I knew had it, so I played a lot of N64 games. I think it's the only, like, the real reason I got the PlayStation. I'm like, well, God. So they, like, spawn. Yeah, there you go. You have to, like, it's one of those games where, like, you have to, like, reach a certain point for them to, like, spawn.
Didn't realize you're there. Do you
Yeah.
have, like, grenades or anything like that? Like, any long-range options, like, fish them out? Or they just dump... Damn! Oh, my God! That was through the wall!
That was. Well, the grenade landed.
Okay.
The grenade landed next to me. So what do you think it's so far?
I think it's pretty fun looking. It's definitely one of the better looking action games I've seen on the console. Mm. You know, that's deliberately intended to be like that. You know?
For the time, this looked great. Like I've played worse games on the PlayStation that have not aged well.
Yeah, one thing I'm really taking to heart here is that because of like the confined design, everything is pretty much where it needs to be. I don't really notice any slowdown, any graphical pop in. The lighting engine is also pretty good, like the little particle effects with the alarms and all that sort of thing. Is really good.
They're like a lot of them are interactive. Hold on. So
now,
you just shoot
could you do that to like help you in stealth sections? Obviously, the bullet will give you away, but
no, that's just like something you can do.
Something you can do.
They're like, hey, there's a level where they're like a party had just happened, so there's balloons everywhere, and they're 2D sprites. You can just shoot the balloons. Like there's no point to it.
That needs to be standard at this point. Like you're at a random child's birthday party in this full getup, just shooting balloons and making children cry.
Well, in that level, I was in a tuxedo like James Bond, but I'm like cooler than James Bond. I'm gonna get it. I could have beaten this game like 20 minutes ago, but I keep wanting to get in that
this James
room.
Bond movie ended like 6 times already.
Hey, you know what? This is better than the Tomorrow Never Dies game.
007 is his death count.
It's me, Gabrielle Logan. So it's Gabriel Logan.
Gabriel Logan.
But there's a boss who's like French.
Okay.
And he's like, Gabriel Logan. And I'm like, did he say like Gabriel?
I don't want to shoot you now. You said my name in a very exotic accent.
Miniguns. Like movies always hype up miniguns,
Right.
and it's like, what? All right, forget that room. I don't need any of the bullets in that room. We're just gonna end the level after I kill those
very
two guys.
parkour as a death.
Yeah, look, you got the point.
Yeah.
You saw the
I
room
did
that
see the
there's
room. I
extra
did see the
weapons
room.
that I can use.
Yeah.
But screw it. I don't even have a memory card in this PS1. It's not even gonna carry over.
No.
And we're
Just gonna wipe this from memory.
they're embarrassing me in front of my best friend.
Hey, you went pretty far though. Like I was waiting for one of the soldiers to be at the end of that with like a perfect 10.
Before this, I was practicing a level before this, and like someone shot me with like a shotgun like as I was jumping, so I like went into the air, and I'm like, oh.
I wasn't actually like so much paying attention to like the physics of you getting launched, but does the game like kind of have ragdoll physics? Because that's always a joy to see.
No, not like ragdoll. This is a couple years before ragdoll. I think.
So you like jump in midair, get sniped in the head, and you do a cartwheel on the way down.
No, it doesn't do that. You kind of just have one animation. I think that one thing that happened to me was like a glitch because I was jumping at the same time, so it just like kind of happened. But no, I would love this with ragdoll physics. Yeah, I'm stuck.
The shotgun, I'm like, that's such a red handle.
I know. Well, that's to let you know it's the combat shotgun, not to be confused with the regular shotgun.
What's the difference?
Ah! The combat is stronger.
Okay, because it has the word combat in it.
It has the word combat in it.
I don't know. It just kills things.
It's cooler. Shut up, John. By the way, when I was practicing this the other day, I was like totally fine with this.
Of course, dude.
And then
this happens with everybody.
Now that you're here, I'm just like, oh no, I gotta impress you.
Literally do not care because I've been through this way too many times.
Well, look, a lot is riding on this, Johnny. This is the greatest game ever made. I'm trying to turn you into a Syphon Filter fan.
Well, I'm definitely getting laughs.
Laughs?
I'm being entertained.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Just, you have to know what the game's like, when you eventually change your channel to be all Syphon Filter. Okay. So, screw that bonus room.
Yeah. Just take the other.
Forget the bonus room.
Can we just go home, Gabe?
Yep. And my gun is going through my head right now, but whatever. I'm actually shocked there isn't more stuff like that in this game. Just like the graphics going back and forth. Like we did Spawn the Eternal for AVGN, and there were like so many graphics. Like you were like, there's a wall in front of Spawn, but Spawn looks like he's in front of the wall. Like the perspectives were all off.
It's skewed entirely.
Anyway, what did you think?
I thought it was really cool, actually. I was really impressed technically by like the graphics and all that. Again, my only sour point was like the frame rate, because given like in late 1999, I would think it would at least shoot for 30. But I can, sometimes you got to sacrifice frame rate for like better textures, better animations, all sort of thing. And it looks like you can have a lot of fun with the big selection of weapons.
Yeah. Do you want to try a level?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay. Well, that sure was fun. So, Johnny, where can we find you?
Well, you can find me on my new Syphon Filter page over at youtube.com/SomecallmeJohnny.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, I do video game reviews, and I'm currently doing Resident Evil and Kirby, and eventually Syphon Filter.
You better do Syphon Filter. You better do. And like I said, I wrote it for you.
Yeah, well, thank you.
It's only one sentence long. It's pretty good.
Fax me a copy of it.